continue our coverage in Egypt. Now, since Morsi announced his new powers, protests have erupted in Egypt's Tahrir Square. That's where the uprising that topped the former president took place, and they're continuing today.
Well, joining us live now from Cairo, Egypt, is Ebru TV reporter Sean David Hobbs. And David, what's the mood in Egypt right now?
Well, thank you, Brian. The mood right now is tense. I don't think there's any other way I can describe it. The protesters want Morsi to give away his power. They wanted him to give it away a few days ago. So it's quite a tense feeling. Well, meanwhile, Morsi supporters believe that he needs to have this power in order to enact changes, in order to create a new constitution. So it's quite a conflict right now.
Well, David, we're seeing a lot of pictures of protests, David. Are you anywhere near where that's going on?
I was earlier today. In fact, my house is about 5 minutes away from Tahrir Square. So when I went out onto the street this morning, all the air, you could just smell the tear gas in the air. It stung the eyes. And so, yeah, I'll be going back there in about 2 hours, and I'll be back. I'll be right over there and watching it and viewing it. I've seen some of it, and it's disturbing. It seems like a small war is starting right down there.
Sean, are you afraid for your own safety?
I'm not. Where I am is okay. The police have cordoned off the whole area. So they actually, even though it's about 5 minutes away, they can't. The protesters can't actually get through where the police are. However, if you take the metro and you come out right on Tahrir Square, you are right in the thick of it. I would say that most foreigners should not be in Tahrir Square at all right now. It's quite dangerous.
Sean, give us a sense of how many people you're seeing. I mean, we're seeing maybe dozens, could be a couple of hundred people out there.
Well, in this point where there's the fighting with the police, I think your numbers are about right. Behind that area, however, there's growing numbers of people gathering. Today is supposed to be one of the largest protests of the last year, really, even bigger than what people had predicted for last Friday. So everyone is going down to Tahrir. Even people that aren't normally protesting are actually going down. And those people where they're going to gather, it's going to be further away from where the fighting is. The numbers will be quite large today.
Wow. All right, Sean David Hobbs in Egypt, in Cairo. Thanks for bringing us that, and let's hope that it doesn't escalate beyond that and that he stays safe.
Just like the same place where the former president's protests were.
Yeah.
Amazing.